Growing up as the second of 4 children, I was brought to church by my parents. I didn't have a bad impression, but I did not think that I needed God. Every day I was immersed in playing soccer and played through my high school years. However fulfilling being on the field was, I knew I could not become a professional, so I decided to quit soccer in college. Eventually, I began working part-time and spent my income on fashionable clothes, motorcycles, snowboarding, drinking, and karaoke. I did almost everything that I wanted to do, but within I thought, when am I going to be truly satisfied? Is this what life is all about? It felt like I had a hole in my heart. When I started college, I thought I would discover what I wanted to do with my life. But even after my junior year, I still did not find anything and felt anxious for my future. After a summer internship, I realized that I needed to learn English and went overseas to the United States. I stayed in a house with other Christian men since I felt safer with them than with others. I was living in one person's room because he had a problem with his visa and had to leave. But after 2 weeks, that person suddenly returned. I thought that he would be mad at me for using his room and quickly cleaned it. When he came, I tried to explain the situation using my broken English, but he wasn't angry. He asked me to remain in that room and said that he would sleep on the couch. I was taken aback. The next morning, that same person, a Christian, made fried rice for me. Being away from my parents and not knowing how to cook, I had been eating only cereal every day. The fried rice that day meant way more to me than just a meal. Again, in my broken English, I tried to thank him. But he said, "Don't thank me. When you see another person in need, do the same." I felt even more touched. I was invited to someone's house for lunch, and we read the Bible together afterwards. When I went home, I wanted to know what happened next and read on to John 4. It was about an immoral Samaritan woman. She had married 5 husbands, and the one that she was living with was not her husband. She came to a well to draw water and met Jesus. When I read what he said to her, I felt that time had stopped. Jesus answered and said to her, "Everyone who drinks of this water shall thirst again. But whoever drinks of the water that I will give to him shall by no means thirst forever. But the water that I will give him will become in him a fountain of water springing up into eternal life." I thought, what is that water? According to the footnote I read, the former water was material enjoyment and entertainment. The woman had had 5 husbands. She tried to satisfy herself with that water. In that moment, this woman's experience was just like my experience. Soccer, apparel, karaoke, snowboarding. I had tried to drink many other waters, but nothing would satisfy. In life, there are many waters, but Jesus' word says that everyone who drinks of this water shall thirst again. The thought settled in my heart. Surely all material things and worldly entertainment could not be my real satisfaction. I was thirsty, but I thought that it was just a part of life. The Samaritan woman had asked the Lord to give me that water so that I would not thirst again. I also asked the Lord for the water so that I would not thirst again. I prayed, "I really do want to drink the water that you give me, the water that springs up, the water that never dries up." Since that prayer, I began to enjoy reading the Bible. I didn't understand everything, but I just kept reading. I started going to Christian meetings, singing hymns, and listening to people talk about the Bible. I felt happy. I enjoyed understanding the Bible more and more. One day when I returned to my apartment from a meeting, I found myself skipping and singing, being filled with joy. This enjoyment was different from all else before. It came out from within. It felt like pure delight. Before, there was emptiness. But at that time, the hole in my heart felt filled. I realized that this is the water that will cause me to never thirst again. Since that time, over 10 years ago, this joy has never stopped. Every day I drink this water by calling upon His name, singing songs, and praying. The Bible is now very wonderful to read. I feel that I am always filled with joy. I've never regretted becoming a Christian. I am also blessed to have wonderful companions. My heart is still moved, even now, by what happened in me. Just like when Jesus was waiting for the Samaritan woman by the well, Jesus was also waiting for me. I am very glad that I met Jesus and became a Christian.